Happy Wednesday, September 9th, 2020, or International Buy a Priest a Beer Day, which is very fair because if the good father's been paying attention, he might not need a bit to take the edge off what the Almighty is slinging this way. Plagues, drought in the West, leading to gender reveal wildfires, racial violence, the continuing rise of fascism, climate change, and did we forget murder hornets? I did. Shit, I don't even like beer, but I could use one now. Anyway, Donald Trump has announced that Ted Cruz might be on the list of new Supreme Court justices. The pair seen here discussing what Trump will pay someone else to do to Ted's wife while Ted looks on with his underwear around his ankles was only part of the news. Tom Cotton, a.k.a. Send in the Troops, was also nominated. This is a shot across the bow of Justice Ginsburg, who is very, very tired and would like to take a nap without it becoming a national news story. Of course, that presumes that Trump will still have a second term, which cynics like myself expect. But today there was a release of a rather obvious piece of news, tapes from Woodward, where he, being Trump, confesses to admitting that he knew the virus was more dangerous than he let on. Why do they talk to Bob Woodward anymore? President Trump says he was trying to prevent a panic, which kind of makes a sort of sense. If you don't remember, a panic happened anyway. And remember, we couldn't even buy toilet paper a few months ago? Even if we pay no attention to Woodward not releasing this information until months afterwards, and we should pay attention to it because of how many people died, this is damning evidence, which, like all the rest of it, won't even matter. This is the most disheartening thing. It just seems to me that the supporters should have eventually relented if there was even a hint of reality infecting their bubble, but there isn't. It's just perfect until your boat's at the bottom of a river, sunk because the rich dude next to you ignored the no wake sign. Next, we have word from Attorney General Barr, who says that the White House asked the DOJ to take over private lawsuits for Trump, which again will mean nothing. We have the president's mouthpiece, the press secretary, saying things like the president never downplayed the virus. Once again, when there is evidence right there on tape, he even admitted it. Even if his reasons were to prevent panic, he still downplayed it. That's what he said. But it won't matter because Trump flags fly and his supporters do not care. They care. They care. They're mostly happy that it upsets the libs. Their malice blinds them to the pain of others. Their malice blinds them to the uniting fact that we are all stuck here on this planet together. There is no more conservative movement. There is no one standing athwart history saying stop. There is an anti-movement. Meanwhile, 36 wildfires burn in Oregon. Half of Colorado, too, is on fire. Unless it's snowing, the DHS draft report on terror says white supremacists are the greatest terror threat, yet we're worried about windows after protests that the cops themselves have broken. He and his followers and his enablers sow division across America, and the harvest is bountiful.